Good evening, ladies, as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here with some more Hearthstone Arena. I've been on a pretty dry and terrible run for a good long while here, but who knows, things might be turning around with this Paladin deck. It's had a couple of pretty good games, and I've taken a few days off, so I don't really remember what's in the deck, but it should be a good old time. Hearthstone just had a patch. Oh, they brought back the wait time thing, because that was super accurate. Really glad they brought that back. I was really missing those extremely accurate estimations. Right in the middle there, 25 seconds. Okay, up against CU. For a moment there, I thought that was Seal with two L's, but no, that is CU the Paladin. Alright, not a bad opening hand. I actually can't complain about this one. We're probably going to play the Bloodsail Raider first. Actually very good that I'm second. This deck doesn't have any 1-drops, so I usually want to be second, so I can play something on turn 1. And in this case, I can actually play something on turn 1, 2, and 3. Pretty solid.
One shot.
Helmet Archer. Ooh, okay. Kind of surprised. Given how hard the arena has been lately, I am very surprised that somebody would commit the blunder of playing an Elven Archer on turn 1 when I'm at 2-0. That's hopefully encouraging me that maybe more bad people have gone back into the arena and things will be easier now and I'll actually win like I used to. Who knows? But yeah, you definitely want to save an Elven Archer instead of playing it on turn 1, especially against a Paladin, because you know there's going to be a recruit out at some point and you're going to get to kill that thing. Now, I could have played the Master Swordsmith to kill the Elven Archer, because I'd rather, of course, lose the Swordsmith than the... or damage the Swordsmith than damage the Raider. But I think I made the right call not doing that, because this extra power on the Bloodsail Raider would have been relevant if he had played a 2-drop of some sort and I wanted to trade for it instead of killing off the 1-drop. Anyway, like me, this guy has lots of plays. He's had something every single turn here. So what I'm going to do is, I was going to play the Scarlet Crusader, but instead we're actually going to drop the Wolf Rider, because this allows me to clear off his board and raise my Berserker. This is a good time for him now to play Consecration, but because I already won up a card, killing 2 of his minions without losing any of mine, well, 2 of his minions losing only 1 of mine, I would actually be okay with that. However, he doesn't even have that, he just has Raging Worgen. Okay, perfect. So here I've got a couple of options. I can play the Swordsmith and the Raider, or I could play the Ogre Magus. I am definitely going to trade my Berserker in for the Worgen, though. So what makes more sense to me, having a few smaller things or having one sort of larger thing? Well, it was turn 4, and he played a 3-drop, but maybe he had a Yeti or Ascension that he didn't want to lose to the Berserker, so that would explain perhaps why he didn't play a 4-drop. So playing these things would be a little bit risky. I'd have only 3 power on the table, well, in one creature. So I'd have to 2 for 1 if he did play something big. But you know what? My gut tells me that's what I want to do. So we're going to just go ahead and drop these things out. Kill off the Worgen, of course. Leave that alive. And now let's see. Let's see if he can, you know, put the proof in the pudding, as it were, that he's actually got something in his hand besides junk. God, I just love having lots of 2-drops. He had a play every single turn, turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, but mine were a little bit better than his, because his Elven Archer just died for nothing, and then the Worgen died to my 2-drop. The Demolisher died to my 2-drop and a Wolf Rider. Of course, if I hadn't top-decked Wolf Rider, what would I have done? Well, I probably would have left the Demolisher alive. I don't know, actually, maybe I would have just traded it away. It's a tough call. Harvest Golem? Interesting, so I'm actually going to get to clear his board here, unless he has another 2-drop besides Mr. Reinforcement. Does he have an Argent Protector? That would make this Golem very difficult to kill. No, he's just got a recruit. Okay, perfect. So this is actually really, really great here. I could play the Scarlet Crusader and the Berserker, but here, let's play the Azure Drake for a card. Get a bigger body on the table. And, okay, so we'll kill that. I will damage the Swordsmith more. So that's horrible creature. Got 5 cards in his hand. I have a 5/4 on the table. This is where it's getting a little bit worrying. I don't have anything big to play. But I don't know, it just seems like you've got to play this way. You've got to play decks like this, because I'm just so sick lately of losing games that I had no chance of winning because the opponent had such a fast start. You know, you just have to accept when you play with a deck like this that you're going to lose sometimes. Alright, so he's going to humiliate my Azure Drake. And I assume play something else to make this a 4/4, making it rather difficult to kill. See, Elven Archer would be pretty good here. Oh, he doesn't have it. Man, if he had held on to that Elven Archer, it would have been a world of difference. But now, with this only being a 3/3, Instead of a 4/4, I can kill it with just 2 creatures instead of having to throw everything at it. You see, I had nothing to play here. I could do 2 Berserkers and a Recruit, or I could just play a Scarlet Crusader and a Razorfin Hunter. It's a tough call. I'm gonna go for the Berserkers and Recruit to maximize my board presence. This guy clearly doesn't have anything. So I will throw this and the Swordsmith away, actually. The Swordsmith was gonna die anyway to the Recruit, so I might as well have thrown it away and damaged my Azure Drake less. I'm pretty safe against Consecration. I'm up on cards. It's got 4 to my 7. And there are a few big things in this deck, so if this keeps up, he's eventually going to have to face the might of my deck. So here it is. He's playing this big ogre, but, you know, it's just a little bit too little, a little bit too late. I've got so much stuff here. All right. So I'm going to drop, I think, both Scarlet Crusaders. And just hit him in the face a few times. So this ogre will do a very, very slow job cleaning up my minions. I'd love to have some card draw now. I think I have a Sea Giant in here or something. So I've got outs for this ogre. If you were to drop Tyrion Fordring or something, I guess I would have to be a little bit concerned. But so far, I'm still feeling pretty good about things.
Let me think.
Alright, so he puts Blessing of Kings on the ogre, Blessing of Wisdom on the ogre, yeah, okay, and he'll attack now. I think I actually have to kill this thing, even if it means throwing everything at it. He's gonna go for my face, which is smart, because he knows I'm gonna have to kill this thing.
Follow the rule.
And he's gonna peacekeep this Crusader, alright. Blessing of Kings. Pretty good top deck. Let's think carefully here. I can actually ignore everything and see, what do I do? 3, 4, 6, 7, 9, 10, 14. He's hitting me for 13. Yeah, I can't actually do that. That would be a bit silly.
Let me.
So what I think I want to do then is the following. We're going to kill that guy. Blessing of Kings. I'm gonna Divine Shield and think. 5, 7, 9, 10, 11. I could throw everything at this ogre. Is that really worth it? Or should I just ignore it? I mean, what are the odds he can deal 7 damage or that he's going to play a holy champion? Man, you know what? I think I'm going to win regardless. So we're just going to take it safe. Super safe. I've got a 5/5, a 4/4, and a 3/1. I'm still ahead of card. And this is a good card for him, because it's going to take chew some damage off this Ogre Magi. And I'm going to have to kill it. It's a Fen Creeper, good card. Argent Protector, though, also good. I think I'm actually going to do it like this.
Join or die.
So, yeah, we'll do this. No, wait a minute. I think I need to do it like this. I'm going to do this. What I'm trying to do basically is keep my creature's health above 2. This guy was going to drop to 2 after he hit the Gnomish Inventor anyway, so I figured I'd drop him down to 1 so that I'm as safe as possible against Consecration. Consecration will keep the Crusader and the Hunter alive. There's another Gnomish Inventor which is really, really irritating, because that is basically dealing 2 damage to a creature and drawing a card, kind of like a delayed Hammer of Wrath. And I haven't really dealt that much damage to him, so he's hanging in there. With that Ogre and the Blessing of Kings, he managed to hang on. Fairy Dragon's a bit underwhelming here. Does he have a Defender of Argus? Nope. Just this stupid thing. And I got a Fen Creeper. Okay, that's a really, really good card for me, because that's just nice and big. That's what I need right now. Okay, well, let's just keep it simple, keep it safe. We'll kill that like so. We'll kill this.
Or die.
We'll kill that Gnomish Inventor. Probably doesn't have Consecration. I imagine he would have played it already. If he is holding Equality or Consecration and draws the other one, he can clear my board with his hand, and then we're in a top deck war with approximately equal health and equal situations. But as long as he doesn't have the board clear, I should get this game. Well, he's got top deck to Consecration finally, but the Fen Creeper is here. And the Spider I'm pretty happy to ignore. He's in top deck mode. I don't think I need to actually kill it. So now I can start hitting his face. 5 damage per turn is, you know, a third of his health. More than that now. I'm gonna leave his stuff alone. I really just want to start hitting him in the face. I know he's out of cards. I've got 3, 5, 7. I've got lethal damage, so he has to have some kind of interference here. And even if he does, we're still top decking and I'm in the lead. Okay, so True Silver Champion does give him the interference that he needs. Now he can kill off my pair of 2/1s and the Fen Creeper. That was a really good top deck, truth be told. Shoot, that was a really good one because he's going to go down to 7 health. But my Blue Warrior and my Razorven Hunter are going to die. He's going to have this True Silver Champion in hand. And 3 1/1s on the table. God, damn it. That was such a good deck. Alright, Archer Commander. We're going for the face here. We're going full blown for the face. I've got, what, 2 Hammers of Wrath in here? And I've only got 13 cards left. He's got, he's gonna have to kill every single thing I play. So it's actually gonna take all 3 of his 1/1s to kill this guy. Unless he gets another really good top deck here, which, okay, we don't know what that is. He has to throw all of his 1/1s at my thing. And then I still can get 1 more piece of damage through. And that is what he's gonna do. Argent Commander was a good top deck, but then again, I spent most of the game with nothing but junk. So it's not exactly like super duper lucky or anything that I got the commander. It had my big stuff, you know, had to come at some point. Alright, Divine Favor is a card I took because I was like, oh, last time I played it was really, really good. I wish I had it. And then of course it's just terrible. So there's really no point playing it, unfortunately. I doubt very much he would top deck a card and not play it. But it is possible. I mean, he could, like, I don't know, get a... I don't know. Well, not Sludge Belcher. Fuck my life. Alright, Hammer of Wrath still wins me the game, so it's a 1 in 6 chance, if I remember correctly, that I will get it. Otherwise, this is actually... There we go.
I am sorry.
And, okay. Haunted Creeper. That would not have really done me any good, so yeah. A little bit difficult there, considering how much I was in the lead, but, you know, that's kind of an intentional move on my part, is making... I aggressively drafted a low curve deck, knowing that it would lead to situations where I got up in the opening and then had nothing in the mid game. Which there I had just nothing in the mid game, no 5-drops, no 6-drops to play, so I couldn't press my advantage in that. Ogre plus Blessing of Kings, you know, I just didn't want to risk him having a Holy Champion and making it a 20-11 Ogre and killing me. Now, if I'd had a taunt, I would have definitely left that Ogre alone, 100%. I was willing to risk him having Silence and Holy Champion, but I didn't want to lose to Holy Champion. Because that guy just seemed like a kind of guy who might have a Holy Champion lying around. Alright, Mage, Ranger Joe. Very annoying being a Paladin versus Mage because they can kill your recruits. So you're about, you know, even. Also I'm first, which kind of sucks. So what I'm going to do here is a bit unorthodox. I'm going to keep the Wolf Rider because I want to basically be able to kill something on turn 3. I know I've got a bit of a curve here. The Bloodset Raider is a good top deck for me there. But I want to just basically try to survive into turn 4 without losing board advantage, if that's possible. That's going to have to start with her not playing anything on turn 1. Oh, I wish I were the first, or the second player. That's too bad. But as long as she just passes this turn right here, I could be in good shape. Please pass. Just click the pass button. I know you're there because you didn't take maximum time for mulligans. Just click that pass button. Or do so. Oh, you suck. God damn it. Well, that sucks. So now we're going to play this and pray she doesn't have a Frostbolt. Which in my experience, they always have Frostbolt, especially if they're coining into the Sorcerer's Apprentice. If you were going to play creatures back to back, you would not start with your Sorcerer's Apprentice. You'd play your other creature first, because this one is more valuable. It's a really, really good card. Mirror Image, okay, she had elected not to play it last turn, interestingly. I wonder why that is. She starts to work on my creature. Okay, so interestingly, I could wait for... Oh, yeah. Okay, we're going to take a little bit of a risk here. I'm going to play that, and I'm going to just kill a Mirror Image and pass the turn. My plan here is I'm going to try to Consecrate. I mean, that kills the Mirror Image and the Apprentice. So since I have the kill for this stuff in hand, I might as well take the time to get this weapon out of here. Okay, so let's examine the situation. I mean, I have a lot of options. I could Consecrate. That would let me kill everything. Or I could play the Wolf Rider. It would be a 4-2, kill this, and then trade the 1-1 in for that. The problem is then the Divine Shield plus a ping kills my Wolf Rider. But then again, That is half her mana. I'm gonna go for it here. I think that's what you gotta do if you're gonna have the Sword of Justice out here. So I kill the mirror image, so I'm actually up a card. We'll do that. And I'm actually gonna go ahead and hit this Argent Squire. The reason for that is, I think people get too greedy with this Sword of Justice thing. I want this to already be dead if she chooses to ping the Wolf Rider. Or like with this, man, isn't it a good thing I pinged it? I mean, that's a big deal. Alright, so here I can get a 3-4. I should be a 4-4 for 2 mana to trade with that. Actually, that's good. I mean, I could Hammer of Wrath and hit it with my weapon, but let's actually just go ahead and do this. Recruit.
Reporting for duty.
And pass the turn. So she's going to get me down below 20 health. I don't have any life gain here, and I could get burned out, but she is down to 5 cards. I feel like I fancy my odds reasonably well enough, especially if the Dark Iron Dwarf tries to get greedy and kills this recruit. It'll be in Consecration and Hammer of Wrath range as appropriate. She did get a couple of whacks in with that Sorcerer's Apprentice, which I don't like. Against the mage, when you don't have life gain, and you're not a druid, priest, or warrior with built-in healing, it's scary. Okay, so she's gonna knife juggler, and she's gonna get, I assume, 1 knife? No, she's going for burn. She is going to burn me out, is what she's gonna try to do. Shit. Alright, so I could play Consecration here, but I'm actually a bit desperate. I'm gonna play the Fen Creeper. Now this is bad in a sense, because it means if she has a Polymorph, I'm really screwed. I'll be down to 11 health. But I have to go for it. I couldn't afford to just kill only one of these things. Okay, she plays that. Gets a good knife fling. Didn't have Polymorph, thankfully. Buffs the Dark Iron Dwarf so it doesn't die to my buffed Fen Creeper, which is good. But my recruit will live, which is important. Really wish I could play this and Consecration, but then I'm 1 mana shy of being able to do that. She's deciding whether or not to hit the Fen Creeper with the Dwarf. She decides to go for it. Fair enough. All right, I think we need to clear here. The question is just how. I could Consecrate. That'd kill the Juggler and the Dwarf. This Fen Creeper would then be able to kill off the Ancient Watcher, and I could kill this guy with my... Oh no, I could kill this guy with my Recruit and leave it with myself with a wholly healthy 4-4. Is anything possibly better than that? You know, no, there's just nothing. There's no anything's better than that. So we're gonna Consecrate. Fen Creeper to kill that thing. Recruit to kill that thing. I've got a 4-4. I've got 19 health. She's only got 3 cards. Harder for her to burn me out. I got a 4-4. I've got Taunt. I've got Spell Damage and Hammer of Wrath. This is looking good.
Are you ready
As long as
for
she doesn't have anything gigantic, which of course she does. And another Mirror Image. Okay, that's freaking lovely. So I could have actually played Ogre Magi, Hammer of Wrath. Really just Hammer of Wrath plus the 4-4 would have killed this, but she got this Mirror Image down, which is pretty essential. The really scary thing is if she now has a, what's his face? Flame Strike, I'm absolutely just totally screwed. She's got it. That would really suck.
the battle?
Because it would be spell damage boosted, everything I have would die.
I'll put it
Gonna put
on
this
your
Recruit in my hand instead of just playing the 4-4, because I'd like to hang on to this to play it in the same turn. If needed. And if she does Flame Strike here, I can put this Recruit back down and make a Recruit to get 2 back down in 1 turn. But if this is a Flame Strike, I'm so fucked. Oh my god, it's not a Flame Strike. Thank the holy heavens. Alright, so she's gonna kill Senjin, but there are some important things to note here. I can get past this Mirror Image and kill her stuff, or she's gonna give things taunts so that I can kill her stuff myself. Wow, that's awesome. So I will draw a card. I don't think I have any more Consecrations, but if I do, then I got one, I'd play one. Alright, we're gonna have to settle for Hammer of Wrath. So I think my move here. Yeah, that's gotta be a move. So do that. Draw a card. Oh, Dark Iron Dwarf would have been really good to buff the Raider and kill the Elemental. As it is, much as this sucks, I'm just gonna let my things both get frozen and not attack next turn, and put them both at 1 health warp when they die to Fire Blast, because I just want to stop all of her damage. She has no more cards, and she gets a Novice Mentor, which is just an amazing ass card. It puts a 2-4 on the board, and it gives her a card that's so bad. But I've been very aggressive preserving my health here, so she's trying to burn me out. You can see that very clearly. I'm just doing my best not to let it happen. All right, we're gonna drop a Flesh-Eating Ghoul for sure, because I need to put some pressure on her. And I'm gonna... Let's see here. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. We'll throw everything out. Unless if she top decks a Flame Strike, then I'm screwed. But I'm just getting all my minions out here. Hoping she doesn't top deck a Flame Strike. She does still have, you know, about half her deck to draw. So the odds of getting a Flame Strike out of here are small. Gonna try to clear her board, stabilize at, you know, half my health, and then start beating her to death. That is the plan. As of right now.
What to do?
Well, if she had a Flame Strike, I have to imagine she would have already played it, so this is good news. She can ping off the Panda, but I still got this 4-1. And the Splashing Ghoul is a problem. She has to deal with that first, actually. Ooh, she can actually ping off the Flesh-Eating Ghoul. She is. So she decides that's the biggest threat, because it's so hard hitting. She kills off the Panda with an actual minion, which is good. And then because she pinged the Ghoul, she doesn't get to kill off my Recruit, which is very good news. So, let's see. Actually, yeah, we're going to preserve the health of our minions. I'm going to just throw this Recruit away. We have a Dwarf. And think, do I play my Berserker? The answer is yes, I do. Because if she Flame Strikes and kills off everything, I've got Hammer of Wrath for card draw and removal of whatever else she plays. I'm guessing whatever card she had. If she had 8 mana and didn't play a card, I mean, she would have played Flame Strike if she had it. Guaranteed. So, it's not a Flame Strike. I don't know what this is. I don't know what 8 mana card she wouldn't play, but whatever. Check. Don't get sloppy. Check for the secret with the Recruit. It's a Vaporize. Ouch.
I can't do that.
In fact, do I win right now? I do win.
Who you want me kill?
Thank you, Hammer of Wrath.
Well
Alright,
played.
good game. I actually had extra insurance to Blue Girl Warrior. Decent burn potential in the stack with those hammers. Consecration, Blue Girl Warrior, Wolf Rider. It's not bad. Alright, got a daily quest out of the way so I can actually make some more gold. Get a new quest in here. We're gonna keep right on cruising. 4-0. Well, we're getting into officially the territory where if I end up losing before I hit 7 wins, like losing 3 games, that would be frustrating. But for the moment, I shall enjoy the fact that I'm actually doing well. That is a rare treat. Also, I should really try to remember to look at my deck list at some point in between the games. Although I never remember. I always say, oh, I should really look at my deck list somewhere in between the games. And then I never actually remember to do that. But it doesn't show you. Okay. God, another mage, Miggly. Friggin'.
You asked for it.
Yeah, this hand's not as good as the last one. I am second, so I get more mulligans, and I got a 2-drop. Okay, that's looking good. Do mulligan the 3-drop. I want to maximize my odds of having back-to-back 2s. I do have a lot in this deck. 2 Raiders, 2 Berserkers. Not seeing any of that here, though. Got our removal for turn 4, but nothing until then. So I might actually be passing on turn 1, unless she plays something and I need to answer it. Blue Girl Warrior. We're going to do this. This is a little bit risky. If she Frostbolts this thing and I'm just playing a Blue Girl Warrior next turn, it's a bit silly. But I'm still willing to do it because if she plays a 3-2 here, it's so good. I play the Blue Girl Warrior, kill it, and then the Crocolisk is out. Wolf Fighter, and then everything else in my hand is ready to kill things. I've got to go for it here. Alright, she doesn't have Frostbolt. She has a Knife Juggler, though, which is really, really good. Because now I can kill it with Blue Girl Warrior, which she's not happy about. And then I've got 4 cards here. Oftentimes when I'm playing against a Paladin and I play something like on turn 1 or 2, I'll say, well, Paladins don't have any way to kill this except for Blue Girl Warrior. And you can see there why Blue Girl Warrior is so good to have as a Paladin. It's just your only way of killing stuff sometimes. Okay, no ridiculous statistics here. The question is, what do? I think I'm actually going to play the Crusader. I could have played the Wolf Rider and killed the Mad Bomber with the Wolf Rider and kept the 2-2. But I'd rather have a 3-1 Divine Shield than a 2-2. Okay, she just attacks it. Does she have anything else? No, she passes the turn. Alright, we're going to actually be a little bit cute here. I'm going to do this. Attack my Scarlet Crusader, reinvigorate her shield, and swing. So now she's got kind of an ugly situation. She can ping this off again or kill a Recruit, but now she's starting to fall behind. She's using up all of her turns pinging. Oh, that's a good card. I need Blessing of Kings right now. And is it going to happen? It's not. Well, this is a bit of a change in situation. I could play Fen Creeper, but the problem is that if she polymorphs it or fireballs it, this thing starts to go to town. I don't really want that to happen, so we're going to slow down a little bit and cash out the Divine Shield to kill that guy. I could have thrown the 2/2 and the 1/1 to kill it as well and kept the Divine Shield on, but this seems better. She can ping it, but that's a third of her mana. I'm okay with her spending a third of her mana to kill this. I've already gotten value out of it. She has 6 cards in her hand, which is worrying. It increases the odds one of them is Flame Strike. I'm not very good at surviving Flame Strike with this deck. But I do have 5 points of burn in my hand, and maybe this could go on her face. That's 9 damage, down to 12. I could start thinking about burning her out. Down to 9, I've got to start thinking about burning her out here. So we'll play Fen Creeper. Not that it helps protect my recruit. I'm not going to commit the weapon to her face just yet, but kind of like a hunter where you have to really think early about how you're going to burn the opponent out, I should be doing this right now because she's got a lot of cards, so she might very well be able to stabilize. Okay, no Flame Strike here, which is good news, and a Vengeful Mercenary, that's really good news. Okay, so the Vengeful Mercenary stops her from playing minions very easily, and now we got to really counter burn here. 3, 5, 8, 12. 12 plus, this is 6, this is 18 damage, so it's over. As long as I get to play all my stuff. So what I'm going to do is hedge my bets a little bit. I'm going to drop the Wolf Rider, and then we're going to just go for her face. There's no way she can kill me at maximum health. I will attack her with the weapon, because I just know that I'm going for the kill now. We're going to play Scarlet Crusader. And what's cool now is that to heal up, a mage can only play minions. Mages have no healing spells, and minions are all more expensive thanks to this Vengeful Mercenary. So she would have to play a really expensive healing minion to not die to Hammer of Wrath Consecration. Plus the minions I have on my hand are just gravy. Alright, so she doesn't have the answer. She can kill that, and get a secret. Oh wow, she could get an ice block or a counter spell. I forgot about that, Mad Scientist. Ooh, boy. Okay, so here's how you do it. First, to Hammer of Wrath, because I definitely do not want Consecration getting counterspelled. Okay, it was not a counterspell. So what I'm going to do next is Consecrate to see if this is an ice block. If it had been ice block, I would have actually been in a bit of trouble. I mean, I could have killed all of her stuff, but then card-wise, we would have been pretty equal. And she would have been left at, what's his face, 2 health. I would have needed to get something else good in order to actually be able to finish her off. Alright, I beat 2 mages as a paladin. Wait! Oh god, wait. What do I have here? For endgame. Oh, just these 3 cards. Yeah, maybe, you know, maybe one more bigger bodied card would have been nice. And I think I passed on some Gnomish Inventors. One of those would have been nice too. If I could have taken it without passing on something good. I imagine I had reasons for passing on them, if I'm even thinking of the right draft. Okay, well, the tempo really paid off there. That blue, I think I made the right strategic play though that game after getting the Bluegill Warrior, coining out the Croc. Because some people I think would have not done it, because they would have been like, well, I want to play Bluegill Warrior on turn 2, it can get pinged to death, but I'm okay with her pinging off the Bluegill Warrior on turn 3, that's fine by me. And if she drops a 3-2 like the Knife Juggler that she did, that's even better. Okay, so the Hammer of Wrath is a good card, and the Flesh and Ghoul is a good card, but it's just a 2-3 for 3 instead of 2. If this were like a Scarlet Crusader, I would have kept it, but because it's such a weak thing when it first drops, I'm going to mulligan it, see if I can get something better. And I can't. I get my hammer back, but I replace my 3 with a 4, which is actually bad. So now, because of that choice, I might end up having to pass on turn 3, which would be really kind of bad. That would be an unfortunate thing. I still think that I made a good mulligan choice, but it just didn't work out. Haunted Creeper. Well, it's interesting. Haunted Creeper will kill an Amani Berserker, but with that said, Amani Berserker's still not a bad thing to see against Haunted Creeper. Like, I would actually kill the spider with this thing. And he might now Soulfire the Berserker, which would put me up ahead automatically. Ah, well played. So now he actually gets to kill the Berserker. Man, that fucking Abusive Sergeant. Such a good card. Which I know one person will be really, really happy to hear me say that. Okay, so we're going to play the Razorfin Hunter, which will kill off 2 of these things, but he's definitely won the opening already. And if he got anything for removal, that would be bad. Okay, so he's actually just going to trade. It's fine. Okay, well, let's just play the Ogre Magus, which technically holds up against Scarlet Crusader. He hasn't life tapped yet, but he could start. He's at full health. I'd say this guy's got the advantage right now. Alright. I'm not exactly thrilled with this move because Hammer of Wrath would kill it if only I had more spell damage, but we're gonna do this and kill the Yeti. So I'm on the back foot here for sure. He can start life tapping any day of the week and start coming out ahead, but I just gotta hope for the best. And he finds a Shadow Bolt, which is really bad because I can't kill this thing easily, not even with my Argent Commander. And then Consecration would be good to get rid of this stuff, but I don't have it. I have Hammer instead. Shoot, this is getting ugly. Okay, well, not much we can do here. Since everything's got 1 health, there's no point in playing the Ghoul. There's really none. I mean, yeah, he might play Defender of Argus or something, but I've got to take that chance. I just have to play this because this is as good as at killing anything as the Fleshing Ghoul would be. Red Infernal, well played. So I'm about to get beat down. You know, he just had too fast of a start. There's nothing I could do this game. It's just one of those annoying games. There's nothing you can do. So why am I hitting the Dread Infernal instead of killing the Crusader? Well, the reason is I'm just hoping to top deck a Consecration. That's my only way of catching back up right now. It's getting a Consecration and pulling off a big one. So I gotta take that risk. Wood colors, not pretty. Definitely not pretty. Okay. Wait, do I want to grow my Ghoul here? Yeah, we'll do it. So we'll play that, grow the Ghoul.
Job's done.
Divine Favor would be useful later. I can't play this. Oh my god, I really thought I could actually play this thing. Ah, that was silly. I actually thought I had enough mana to play the Argent Protector afterwards to give this Divine Shield. Don't know why I miscounted that, but that's bad because now he can just kill the Ghoul with the Demon or the Void Caller, and that's that. Or he can just do that, which is even better for him. So he's still cautiously killing off all of my minions. I could still get ahead if I got a Consecration. That would clear out most of what he's had. Consecration! Oh, and Divine Favor doesn't even work. Consecration! Nope. Okay. It's over. I could, of course, you know, wait and see if he misses the next, but he's lethal, but I'd rather just keep on playing. Well, I'm not going to complain too much. I mean, there was nothing I could have done to win that game. Zero. Absolutely nothing. If he just had a super fast draw, and I super didn't, and that was that. But still, being at 5-0 and running up against that is to be expected. Hearthstone, you're going to have to lose some games sometimes. You can't complain about every single one. I can just hope I don't get 2 more of those. And make it to 7 for once. For the love of God. Jesus Christ. Okay, who we got here? Who we got? Oh, the Warlock. This is a different one, I think. Fugiushi. I hope this is a different one. That other one had a really good deck. I'm first. Do you keep both 3-drops on your first? It seems a bit lame. They're both good at, you know, I'm going to keep them both. This sucks, but I'm going to keep them because they're good in different situations. And I wouldn't really gain much from getting another 2-drop because I'm the first player. So I might as well keep both these in my hand and play the one that is the most appropriate. Fen Creeper is both good and bad to see back because it's not useful at the moment, but good because it is only one of my only 3 endgame cards. Stop playing things on turn 1! No, please don't play. Do not play Coin Voidwalker. Do not play Coin Voidwalker. Oh, thank you. Okay, so this is good. At least he didn't play Coin Voidwalker. So again, Paladin, Legal Warrior, such a good card. Helping you just stay on it early on. Okay, let's see what he does. If he life taps here, I'm just going to play Sword of Justice. Okay, I will play Sword of Justice anyway because I can kill this Leper Gnome. That's also fine. Basically, I'd like to play Sword of Justice if at all possible. I would only have played a minion if I needed to do so. So I'll take 4 damage from that Leper Gnome and lose a tick of the sword. Next turn, I can play this guy, which would use up 2 ticks of the Sword of Justice right away, assuming he doesn't have a freaking ooze. Are you goddamn kidding me? Jesus! That's 2 Swords of Justices that got oozed. Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding. Alright, well, we're going to play the Crusader. So with that Leper Gnome, clearly he's playing an aggro-ish deck. It's possible he'll, and the Flame Imp, so he might pile up some more stuff that will die to Consecration. If he plays a Yeti or a Senjin, I could Consecrate anyway, and then just pop the Divine Shield to kill this. Or I could take it more slowly, go for a Fen Creeper. Hang on to Consecration, Fen Creeper, see what he wants to do about it. The problem with that is Fen Creeper is really one of my only endgame cards, so why don't we just do this? Clear out his board. Pass. And then I did not use my mana efficiently, which kind of sucks, but I can either Hammer and Croc next turn, or Fen Creeper. or Hunter and Croc, kind of depending on the situation. It's gonna coin for a 6-drop. Does he seriously have a Dread Motherfucking Infernal? Are you goddamn so ridiculous. Well, what we're gonna do against this is just throw out a bunch of crap and see what he wants to do. I mean, he can either kill one of my things and then I'll Hammer of Wrath and use the Recruit to finish this thing off, or he can just go for my face. Then I have to use the Recruit, the Croc, and the Hammer to kill that off. Oh my god. Coin Dread Infernal. Are you goddamn kidding me? Alright, well, maybe that consecrate. This, unlike the other Warlock game where I was like, well, there's something I could have done to win that. This game, maybe that consecration was a mistake. I mean, I had other choices that I could have put into effect. And, I chose not to avail myself of them. So this is not that big of a roadblock. I mean, you can just throw the commander at it and then the Infernal will kill it and live. But if he doesn't have a Mortal Coil for this Recruit, the Recruit will finish off the Dread Infernal. I'm also running low on cards. He's got 7 to my, 5. 6 after the draw, and then Hammer gives me up a card, but it's not a great situation. He is going to just do the simple thing. Does he have anything for this Recruit? This Recruit's really huge right now. It's a big deal. Voidwalker is going to die to Hammer of Wrath, so that's still okay. Raging Worgen. This is the problem. So Raging Worgen's annoying because I don't want to leave it alive, but he's got this Voidwalker stopping me from killing that thing. Fuck, I needed... Divine Favor doesn't really work here. Alright, so this Raging Worgen's gonna get to turn on Wind Fury, which sucks. And Divine Favor's being awful, just awful. Wow, so I had one run where I passed it and then wished I had it, and then this run I actually took it, and it just sucks. Well, story of my life, I guess. So I need another consecration. I don't remember if I have any more in the deck. Stormwind Champion. Oh, motherfucker. That's so bad. Now I can turn on Wind Fury with this thing and still be pretty healthy. Divine Favor is a 3-mana cycle a card. And that's if I can play both other cards out. I lose this game. Got beaten by 2 Warlocks. Wow. Shouldn't have used that consecration, I guess.
Don't mess with Tusker.
I don't have anything going on here. I have no game here. 10, 16. He's got lethal damage. That game was idiotic, but a couple things learned. First of all, Divine Favor is a piece of shit. Even though my deck is so low curved, I still haven't been able to use it at all. So I don't know, that last arena run where I really wished I had it was an anomaly. This might have cost me some games, for sure. And the other thing is, this Warlock, I played Consecration early, thinking he wouldn't have much stuff because he seemed to be playing very aggressively, but he did. He had a Dread Motherfucking Infernal and a Stormwind Goddamn Champion. And, of course, removal of everything. So he's going to kill me, and we're at 5-2! God damn it. Alright, so we're oh my god, he's just missing the fact that he has... It's alright. So is there anything that gets me out of this? No, nothing. There's absolutely nothing that gets me out of this. Not Haunted Creeper. That's for goddamn motherfucking sure. Well, we'll draw a card. Senjin. Okay. So we're at 5-0, then we're at 5-2. And this will be the last game of the video coming up. For sure, this will be the last one. So I just hope I don't draw Divine Favor, because that is a piece of shit. And I hope I don't play any more Warlocks, because apparently they've got my number. Both losses were back-to-back to Warlocks. Fuck my life. God damn. Would have liked to get one more win before losing twice. Now I have to win 2 in a row to get to 7, and I have not had a really good track record of doing that. Namely, 0% of the time do I win 2 in a row at 5 wins lately. So, Cranlord here, the Hunter. Okay, my main goal against a Hunter is don't get burned out. Do you keep the Crusader? I think you gotta keep the Crusader. Being first, I don't get much value out of getting another 2-drop, so we'll just keep this 3-drop and play 2-3. Hoping, as I always hope, that he doesn't have a turn 1 play. Oh man, but that last game I could have maybe not played Consecration quite so early. I could have used Hammer of Wrath instead. That would have left his... I know, I probably should have just played the Fine Creeper. That would have used him... No, fuck you, don't play a card. Fuck you. Well, that's better than... No, 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 no! Stop playing cards! Voodoo Doctor. Alright, so this is clearly aggressive, which is a good thing, because I've got Consecration here. Not for another few turns, though. We'll play the 2-3, which is good against his board that threatens the Young Priestess, and he doesn't have the coin, so it's a little bit difficult for him to kill this. As a hunter, I mean, his best thing is what? A freezing trap? That's pretty much his best answer to this, unless I'm missing something. Arcane Shot doesn't quite do it. Alright, so this is aggro. Oh man, he plays a Mad Bomber. And, okay. Well, it kind of worked, because one barrel did hit this so he could get the trade off, but it of course also killed his Priestess. Scarlet Crusader's pretty good answer to Mad Bomber. So, we're equal on cards here. We're not, I'm not ahead of him or anything. Equal card situation. I draw ahead, but that's it. Seems to have an aggressive deck, so if I can just live, I should be fine. I've got pretty high health here. And a Consecration. I've got every advantage I could want against an aggressive hunter. Eaglehorn Bow will allow him to kill the Crusader. Or no, he's not even going to do that. He's just going to go for the face. I don't know if that's correct or not, but it's fine. Oh no, don't hit the Scarlet Crusader. That's dumb. That was extremely dumb. If he was going to hit the Crusader with this bow, he should have just killed it with the Mad Bomber. There was no reason for what he just did. So we're going to play the Ogre Magi. Kill the Mad Bomber. There's no point hitting this with this bow. He should have just gone all out for it. I mean, I was at 22 health, 19. If he had more rush stuff with 4 cards, kind of unlikely, but you know, that's what he's going to go for. That's what he should have gone for. Alright, this is a pretty good 2-drop here with the bow. It'll kill my Ogre Magi, and now he's got a trap, so he will recharge that bow, I can only presume. This is Freezing Trap. It invalidates Blessing of Kings, which kind of sucks, but if it's anything other than Freezing Trap, I really will wish I just put Blessing of Kings on the Ogre Magi. I could do a crazy move here. I can actually Consecrate to kill this. I'm going to do that. After losing a game to over-aggressively Consecrating, why don't we do that again? He's only got 2 cards. Let's check if it's a Freezing Trap. It's something. It is a Freezing Trap, so it's a good thing I didn't try Blessing of Kings. He does get another thing on his bow, so I'm at 19 health. He's got 3 cards. I've got removal from most things he could play. He's aggressive. As long as he doesn't drop like a really huge minion out of nowhere, I should be fine. He flips a Leok. I would have been fine with anything except for the pig. The pig would have dealt 4 damage to me, which would have sucked. His strategy is clearly burn. I just don't think he has enough cards to pull it off. Alright, we're not going to dick around here. We're just going to play this. Kill the Leok. My goal right now is just to run him out of cards, basically, and then win normally. Nothing fancy. Eaglehorn Bow, is he in a tough situation? I think he actually should hit me in the face with it, and steady shot me down to 15 and just throw everything at my face, hoping I never get any taunt or life gain. Because if he takes the time to Eaglehorn Bow this, he's still cards down. 2 cards down before I draw, 3 cards afterwards. Lives are the same. He can't afford to play this, you know, fair game here with what he's got going on. So I think he made a strategic blunder with his weapon. He hit my Scarlet Crusader once, and he hit a creature once to kill it. He needed, however, to just, he needed to be going for broke, basically. See if it's a snipe? It is actually a snipe. Okay, the Berserker. Could have played it first. I just didn't think the odds were that high of it being a snipe. I figured draw cards first. Rule would be better to have an effect there. Got some options next turn. I can Blessing of Kings on this and crush whatever he plays. I could Dark Iron Dwarf to trade. He's going to keep steady shotting me, but that's going to take 9 turns. It's going to be difficult for him. Okay, so he's clearly got Jack all and shit. So what I'm going to do here is play the Fen Creeper. Hit him in the face and think, can I afford to let him play Buzzard Hounds? If I were to play the Raging Worgen, he plays Buzzard Hounds. It's 2 cards. He would draw 3. He'd have a 5-card hand. You know what? I don't think I can. I'm just going to pass the turn here. He did nothing last turn. I will kill him before he steady shots me to death. So I'm basically saying, look, do something. I'm not going to just play out infinity minions for your hounds. Actually show me what you got. Looks like he has an explosive shot, maybe? That doesn't rage my guy, so I imagine he has a follow-up to that move. No, a Hunter's Mark. 0 mana, deal 5 damage? Yeah, that seems pretty fair. That seems like a pretty fair card. Hunter's Mark, I didn't used to have a problem with it, but man, it is so goddamn broken. Alright, so he doesn't even do anything with this, he just lowers the health. I could actually recharge it. The issue is that if I recharge it, I'm not killing this thing this turn. It's worth it, though. I'm going to recharge this. Wait, no. Hang on. Wait, if I attack and it's explosive trap, yeah, I'm gonna recharge this thing. I'm not gonna attack. I do want that taunt. I think it's important. Now we will check for explosive trap. I'm good at guessing traps today. So my guy gets enraged. I hit him for extra damage. We're gonna put the taunter back down. He appears not to have Unleashed the Hounds. I am threatening lethal here. These two guys plus Blessing of Kings is lethal. Actually, these two guys plus the Dark Iron Dwarf is lethal. Actually, Blessing of Kings plus Dark Iron Dwarf is lethal. No, it's not lethal. It's almost lethal. It's 11 damage. Almost lethal. If one of my five power guys survives.
I wonder. For the crusade!
Okay, that does nothing. Does he have a Defender of Argus? He doesn't. Perfect. Okay, this is lethal. 8, 12. Whew. Alright, so we'll just wrap this up. And we'll play. Alright, so we're ending this video on a cliffhanger. It's been 46 minutes. At the start of the next video, we'll see if I can actually make it to 7 wins or if I have to promptly start over and do another run. Take care, everyone. Please like the video and or subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this stuff. I'll see you soon.